GLZ Podcasts.
Hi guys.
אח שלי לילי.
Can I join your podcast? And I couldn't find parking.
Hello.
For the listeners, שחר is here. He joined his own podcast right now.
A few moments earlier.
שחר חסון, ויוחאי ספונדר, stand-up for Israel.
Pow, 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 chicka pow, chicka pow, pow, pow. My brother from another mother, thank you so much for doing this with me, Shachar Hason, that you're not here. So I hope, Shachar, I hope you're okay and you're gonna be here soon. We'll wait.
Yeah, so let's just sit around.
You want to ask me what the show is about?
Yeah, I listened to a few episodes.
Oh, really?
Of course, I did my research.
You tell us what the show is about.
Well, the show is about two Israelis
Yes.
having some difficulties in English.
Never mind names.
But I have to say, I've seen Funny Monday
Yes.
a couple of times, maybe like 10, 15.
Yes.
And you got better, Sponder.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. You you pointed me and
Yeah,
I mean-
because Xason is not here, so.
so, but we both got better. You know, we're doing it for a very long time, 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 10, no, it's Funny Monday,
I thought-
7 years, but
thought less than
we're
that.
doing stand-up in English. No, but I'm opening the show. I'm saying, guys, it's 9 years that we're doing it. 8 שנים.
And you still have a third grade level English.
Yeah, 9, it's Tasha. Never mind. The thing is that you have to have a goal in life in order to improve. You
Yes.
have to have a goal, and we don't. So that's why we step.
Why? I think,
the spot.
the goal of this show is to make, a little bit,
make it
to
happy.
lighten the things.
From the river to
maybe.
the sea,
Yeah.
the whole country will be happy.
Well, this is our goal.
Yeah, that's what we do. So this is Stand Up for Israel, the podcast that we do according to our activities since 2015 when BDS started to rise above Jews everywhere, all over the planet.
Mm-hmm.
We decided to open Zionism by Stand Up, which is the ZBS. That we're promoting peace, we're promoting love, we're promoting laugh in behalf of Israel, in a way. You are Jonathan Elkhori, and you're Lebanese,
Yes.
or should I say Lebanonese?
Lebanese.
Lebanonese?
Leban Israeli.
Leban Israeli. No,
Yes.
but you were born in Lebanon,
Yes, that's correct.
and you are a dear friend of ours, and you are dealing with, I hate to say hasbara,
Public
because
diplomacy.
and you talk about the challenges of Israelis, and your niche is Israelis, that they're minorities,
Mm-hmm.
that our government sometimes not doing such a great job of representing them, and you're doing an amazing job, because it's beautiful. Sometimes people confusing Palestinians per se with Arabs, or Muslims with, it's so many minors groups that need to be heard.
Yeah.
And I think you are one of the biggest voices that in Israel, that like in the country you represent them, and when you travel around the world you represent the voice of being an Israeli, and how come everyone together work together as a society, which is beautiful because it's contribute.
It's a contradiction, yeah.
It's contradiction,
Yeah.
because we here is like the government is not okay, you should do this, and they're like, look how we work together. We so
I always say that when I'm talking abroad in universities and campuses about me being a minority in Israel, I'm saying I'm a minority. But when I'm in Israel, I'm an Israeli. So
Yes.
it's like it's really sometimes funny to look at yourself as a minority, because although I'm not Jewish, although I'm Christian, I'm part of the LGBTQ plus community, I'm Lebanese, I'm a refugee. It's like God said, let's choose this person and like stick every label or every struggle there is on the planet on this particular
You should
guy.
be a stand-up comedian, but you can do every joke possible. You can do any
Yeah.
joke you want. You can make fun of everything because you
Exactly.
are everything.
I am, and this is kind of something that gives me some sort of privilege in quotes, because it gives me a different perspective. It gives me a different way to look at things. It gives me, I want to say also more credibility, because I'm not Jewish and I'm defending the Jewish democratic state, because this is at the end of the day my country. This is the country where I feel free to be who I am. This is the country that welcomed me and accepted me, and that's kind of this is the message that I say around the world.
And it's the only democracy in the Middle East.
Yeah, that's correct.
Thank you so much, Libya, Syria, Lebanon, that you made us look so good with your.
Yeah, when I look at Lebanon,
what a competition we had.
Yeah, so for example, that's why when people are speaking here that we need to speak in the language of the Middle East, we need to speak Arabic. I'm like, okay, yes, correct. We need to speak Arabic. We need to learn Arabic, but this is what differentiates us from the rest of the Middle East. That we don't speak the language of the Middle East. That's oppression. We're not oppressing our people. We're not persecuting minorities. We're not persecuting religious ethnic groups. We're not persecuting of LGBTQ plus community. So this is kind of something that I'm really happy that we're not speaking the language of the Middle East. Yeah. But we do need to speak Arabic. We need to understand
We need to learn Arabic.
Yeah.
Which is just shuruk, no? If I'm saying instead of boker tov, bukur tov. This is,
it depends where you are.
So you guys did a lot of delegations, and sometimes there's a lot of self-hating Jews that they're protesting against Israel. You have a lot of Arabs oriented like you, not necessarily Muslims, but also Muslims, that they're going with you to those delegations. I think the happiest and the funniest moments I've ever seen in my life is to see someone with the Palestinian flag that is Jewish arguing with this Arab Muslim about how the Muslim said how Israel is awesome and how they let everyone, and the Jews, they shouting at him like this is a apartheid state, and people watch from the side, they don't know what they're looking at.
Yeah, this is kind of a contradiction, or maybe like an oxymoron, as you can see it, because a lot of times these, I call them. And these types of people, not only the Jewish that are anti-Zionist or the Jewish that are against the existence of the state of Israel, but those woke, you can call them, people that want to tell me, the Israeli Christian minority, part of the LGBTQ plus community, that I'm being treated not well in my own country. Well, they have never been here. They have never lived my life. They have never, walked a day in my shoes in Israel. And it's funny because one time I was speaking to this Arab on campus that didn't know a word in Arabic. And I started to speak to her in Arabic, being a Christian from the Middle East, from Lebanon originally. She looked at me in this strange way. Oh, you also stole my language.
You stole her. You are the reason that she's not speaking Arabic.
Because, I stole her Arabic language.
Like how how low can you go? How stupid can you be? Wow.
Yeah, I've been spat on. I've been kicked. They try to destroy our events and, make them explode in a way that it couldn't happen. And it's always funny, I'm if I want to go back to the Jewish that are anti-Israel, I think in a way that, before October 7th, we've tried a lot to alert the Jewry abroad that one day, no matter what, you are connected to what's going on in Israel. Israel is the only Jewish state and the only democratic state here. So you can't connect yourself. You can't say, no, I'm not part of those. This is not who I am.
It's not the same situation like Christians or Muslims.
Exactly.
You have a lot of places like, okay, that happens there. It has nothing to do with me.
Exactly. And there's so many different types of Christianity and different types of countries that have different types of Christianity.
35,000 streams of Christianity.
Wow.
35,000.
I know too.
So
I'm half Catholic, half Greek Orthodox. So I know these
wow.
two. Yeah, like my dad always says, we are Christians and your mom is Catholic. A few days after October 7th, I took my ex-boyfriend to Yad Vashem, the biggest Holocaust museum that we have in Israel. It's a national museum that has a huge outlay to show the history of what happened throughout the years. And it kind of connected me to the events of October 7th and what's going on with the Jewish community also abroad. Because when we entered Yad Vashem, at the beginning, the instructor will tell you that, you had so many different groups of Jewish people living throughout Europe. Some of them were religious. Some of them were living among the rest of the people. They were part of it. They weren't religious. Some of them, turned themselves and converted to Christianity. So they were like first or second generation Christians. But when the moment came and the Nazis persecuted the Jews, they didn't care who was religious and who was not. They didn't care who converted to Christianity and who's not. They were all connected. Right. They were all persecuted. And this is something that a lot of the international Jewry or the people who are living outside of Israel doesn't understand, that no matter what goes on in Israel, it affects them.
Yes.
For the bad and for the good. And they don't know that when they are talking about anti-Zionism or anti-Israeli, they are mainly talking against anti-Jewish, because this is what represents the Jewish people abroad. This is, you can say the face of Judaism today.
Yeah.
And a lot of them didn't wake up to that. They still think that they are not in this ticket. And we can see, protests of people who are now, today, ruining some menorah of Hanukkah demonstrations across Europe, and just now, the member parliament in Poland.
That was funny. That was sadly not funny. It was very sad. But
Yeah.
I saw, like, whoever didn't see that, is a video that went viral. This member of
The Poland
Poland party, that he's taking a fire extinguisher and he's shutting off the Chanukiah. How many people, how many lives we could save with his organs?
I don't know. He looks unhealthy, so I'm not sure his organs would be.
How many people died from COVID and this piece of shit is still alive? People they held their hatred, they held it, and now the true face is like, bleh, they come out. And I kind of like it, because now you don't have to think, I think they hate us.
Oh, now
whoever
you know.
hate you, it shows.
Yeah, and people online would go, these Zionists. Sorry if I'm
The people online, it's not you.
It's good. We're enough with these Zionists. I'm like, no, but the Chanukiah has nothing to do with Zionism. It's a Jewish religious ceremony. So
you see the correlation?
So you see, exactly. Yeah. This is kind of the proof that every time they say we're anti-Zionist, they mean that they're anti-Jewish. And this is something that a lot of people didn't know.
It's the kind of a legal way to say that I'm anti-Semitism.
Yeah, it's like shouting, from the river to the sea. It's like, no, we want peace for everyone, from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea. What happens in between, we don't know. Let's talk about it later.
Yeah, even the Palestinians themselves, that they know that the Arabs that they're here in Israel, they're supposed to be Palestinians as well. They have rights to vote. They have same rights.
Yeah.
As long as you're not dealing with terror and you're trying to kill innocent, you're not oppressed as the way that they would love to believe. That's
Yeah, it's the opposite of that. We're enjoying our freedom. We're enjoying our life. We're living up to to be whoever we want, and we don't have a glass ceiling that stop us. Yep. If I was in Lebanon's supposed to be my country, a Christian country that I need to be free in, and I need to be able to achieve anything in life. But I can't become prime minister in Lebanon because I'm not a Muslim. Only a Sunni Muslim, not any regular Muslim, can be prime minister.
Wow, I didn't know
and
that.
I can't become the president of Lebanon because I'm not a Maronite Christian.
And can you marry in Lebanon as a gay person, or it's not?
Oh, it's still illegal to be gay in Lebanon.
So also, like, you're talking about being president, but like, can you have a family there?
I have high hopes. I have,
No, okay. But let's start from making a family. Can you do that in Lebanon? No. I must say, you're proud Lebanese. It's not that you're ashamed of your origin. You love Lebanon, and you pray for better days.
Yeah, this is kind of what I always call for. because we know that at the end of the day, the salvation of Lebanon would come only by having peace with Israel. This is something that is really known to a lot of Lebanese, but because of what's going on in the Middle East, Lebanon's hand is kind of forced down not to do any normalization or any peace with Israel.
From other forces, other evil forces.
From Syria, from the Palestinian broader community, or from any other, from Iran mainly, now that Hezbollah is taking control of all of Lebanon. And I do believe that one day, after everything kind of settles down, people will understand that Israel is here to stay, and they will understand that the only way to deal here is only if we can coexist.
Yeah.
And to be able to live and travel and make, happy and lovable time together.
Yes, and for those kids that they think we're colonialists, and we're colonialists with one state in the planet that speak our language, only one little state, that's our colonialism. Little states in the size of less than New Jersey.
Did you know that the lights of Christmas, the red and green lights, are Palestinian lights?
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know.
it's Palestinian colors.
It's a new now?
It's a new colonization for Christmas holiday.
Nice.
And Jesus
Nice.
was a Palestinian, apparently.
He was a Christian Palestinian, Jewish. It's basically covered everyone in one.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I see videos on TikTok and I'm like, oh my God, what's going on here?
You also a reporter of Mako Pride.
I wrote a few op-eds for Mako Pride.
Tell me something about that. How does that take place, and what's
Well,
your articles about?
I'm an activist. I'm not I'm an active
Are very active in this community.
in the LGBTQ plus
Yeah.
community. And I do write about the situation of Arabic minorities here in Israel that are part of the LGBTQ plus community. Or, to respond against Arabic members of parliament that don't actually, help the situation of the LGBTQ plus community in Israel. Like, Mansour Abbas, Ayman Odeh, that didn't really do anything in order to make sure that LGBTQ plus lives in the Arabic community is safe.
They know it exists.
Some of them say that we don't have gay people in the Arabic community. And
It's easier to deny those voices because it's way harder to get out of the closet when you're Arab.
Yeah.
You have to say that.
it's also a cultural thing. It's like in the Arabic community, they don't ignore that a man can, have intimacy with another man. But there comes a point when you get, older, that now you need to get married to a woman and raise children. This is how you need to go.
Oh, if you want to do stuff in your free time.
Exactly.
in
It's
the-
okay.
In the dark, when no one knows, that's okay.
Yeah.
And that people talk about that openly.
No, not really. It's something that is kind of sheltered, like
So
no one
that's
speaks
oppression. That's how you oppress something.
Yeah.
Like,
But here's the deal. Because we now kind of say that being part of the LGBTQ community is part of your identity, there's where the Arabic community kind of go against it. No. It's okay, if you do it behind, the sheets and everything. But don't make it an identity. Ooh.
Hello. Hi guys.
what a timing, huh?
Can I join your podcast? How are you guys?
I see that he's okay.
Yes, I'm okay. I just tried to
Actually,
look for
Lily.
parking, and I couldn't find parking.
Hello.
How are you?
For the listeners, I will say, I don't know if they're going to edit in, but we're going to have it safety that
I just joined
that
right now.
Shachar is here.
Yes.
He joined he joined his own podcast right now.
How are you guys?
Very good, my friend. I see something new in your face.
The mustache?
Yeah.
Where's the
I
mustache?
I thought you're talking about the buttocks.
You did also Botox. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was focused on the mustache.
That's the thing,
That's
guys.
nice.
I tell you
No,
why,
the Botox
because
we cannot tell.
I took off the mustache because I stayed the only person with a mustache in the country.
Oh.
You know, even the people that really fight, they shave the mustache, and only me with the mustache. And people are like, oh, you don't understand that you're alone here, you know? I was
That's
like,
every time that they have with this ugly trend. We need to let Shachar do the trend, and then
Yeah.
everybody
people,
will.
people because of, yes.
Wow, I looked yesterday at Eretz Nehederet clip. Wow.
Yahya
Wow.
Sinwar.
Wow.
Yes.
Listen to me good.
That's good.
Also, whoever didn't see that.
You can see it in my,
Online, so
in my
on your
Instagram,
Instagram page.
Yes, and my Facebook
I think
page.
this is
You
the
have
most.
Instagram page now?
No, yes, not now.
I watched it and I
think
was
I'm like doing it for 4 years. We have Instagram, Sponder. Me and
Yes.
Sponder, we didn't know nothing about Instagram.
we
And
old.
then-
We're not in your age.
Yes, and then Manny Malka told us, you won't believe, there's something in the phone. It's an app that you can put pictures in your videos. And me and Sponder, you know, that we just discovered the Instagram
with the glasses.
4 years ago.
It's not just a clip. You watched it?
Yeah,
It's
please donate to Gaza.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. So beautiful. When sometimes
money, my dog needs no our money.
it's also well written.
Yes.
It's a good punch to the
'Cause
belly. That's what comedy is
that's the
about.
truth, you know?
So awesome.
I have a friend, you know, Abdul. He's a friend that I met in South Africa, and so we share videos. He send me like stuff about what's going on, what at their side, and I show him our side. We share videos, but then he wrote me like, please, maybe.
Oh, that's a long one.
Yes, and I improve my English too. Like, so he
Oh,
said,
never ends.
dear brother. He called me dear brother, and I call him brother because we like brothers, you know, and we talk about everything. And he said that
Sacha alechem.
he said that we need people that it's will stop the killing both sides. Somebody needs to tell
Yes.
to tell
Amen. Inshallah. Amen. Amen.
you know. So I told him, listen, we have a problem here that we have nothing against the Palestinian like we have against the Hamas. And I said, right now, a missile fell in Ashdod in a grocery store, in a supermarket today. You know, have you seen? So it's hard to stop the war when they keep sending missiles on us. And then I told him it's about the Hamas, and I sent him the video. You know.
Yes.
So every time I said him something like heavy, it takes time
takes 2 or 3 days to respond. So he didn't respond
Not yet, but I'm waiting. Maybe it's going to happen through the
Listen,
podcast.
you know that's what we do, both of us. You know that I did some video clips, Shik's a song, and I did a lot of like. This is something that this is coming from my heart to adore a project in that size, and I think it's going to take place all over the world. I know
This
that
video?
I know that Muli.
It has like 100.
I know that Muli knows what he's doing especially
it has
during
been
the
everywhere.
war.
I've seen it
And
everywhere on TikTok. I've seen it everywhere on Twitter, Instagram. Like
it's well written, well produced, and well acted
and
with the
it's the
three of you.
truth.
It's Yaniv, the third one.
Yaniv Biton and Mariano.
Mariano and you. Beautiful.
We had the film was we shoot the thing in Caesarea in a house of
Someone rich.
someone like oligarch. You know that
Oligarch.
you say?
This his name is Oleg.
Yes.
עובדים, נו אחי, אתה רואה?
Maybe his name is Sasha
Sasha Gar.
Sasha Gar. So it's like we came
Oy
there
vavoy.
and you see like a big house. You know, everything is like it's gold, and the sofa is too big for a person to sit watch television. Just imagine if you sit and watch television and the remote control is in the sofa or is on the sofa, but this is a really long sofa. You know, you need like to jump to the remote control. And then we start to ask, I said, who is living here? It's like the place is look too suspicious. And it was funny to realize that the place is like it's a place for parties, for bachelor parties. Yeah, it's for bachelor parties. And you know that's for bachelor parties that
Oy
nobody
vavoy.
is living there because there's no toothbrush, no
pictures.
no pictures. So
How much?
there's no picture on the refrigerator, because people that doing bachelor parties, they want to disappear evidence. So nobody will dance with a stripper and put on the refrigerator. And me and Caroline,
Let's just say there
I
is
hope
no
the floor wasn't sticky. sticky.
No, the floor was two. I'm telling you, it's like two in the middle of the house. There's like compass on the floor.
Wow.
So my God, why you need to know the north? Because the house is so big. So you need a.
know
Where is the toilet? You know.
You don't want to lose the north. When you don't need a magnet picture guy when in bachelorette parties. That's what I want to say.
No, you don't need.
You don't bring them.
Nobody.
No, the cell phones are outside.
Although it's a good idea. It's good idea. Sponדר just told me.
After 10 years, we're doing stand-up
I'm doing
together in
stand-up with
English.
him, and so I always say idea. And I didn't know what does it mean. I thought that idea is ID.
Idea.
Idea.
Ah.
Idea. How you say like rayon? Idea. Idea. And I say idea. It's like my honey, you know? So I told him that I think that my idea, I said on the show that my idea, that we always blame ourselves that we're not good enough. We don't find solution to the Palestinian. And I said that, guys, we see that the Palestinians have many people that support them, Qatar and the Liga Aravit. You know what? Stop blaming ourselves. Tell them, bring us idea that you want, and we will be with you. Give us any idea to build an island in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. Give us idea that it's not to kill us, and and we will be with you. Okay, if you want, we give you everything. We'll give you more Wi-Fi to Gaza. We'll give you, you know what? Even the patent, the cherry tomato, on your name. Let's give them the cherry tomato.
Well, what's the name gonna be?
How we say tomato in Arabic?
Bandura.
Bandura.
How do you say cherry in
Cherry
Arabic?
bandura. Cherry bandura.
Cherry bandura.
No, like small in Arabic.
صغير.
Zrir bandura.
Zrir
صغيرة.
bandura.
Bandura
Yes,
صغيرة.
we want
Bandura zriri.
Bandura صغيرة.
I'm just saying that I feel that my idea that let's work together. Okay, we can see that people want to take care of the Palestinian. Let's work with the people that want to take care of the Palestinian and not to the terrorists.
Yeah.
Okay?
100%.
That's my idea. So Sponדר told me that you need to say idea and not idea, because everything that I said, thank you for teaching me, English.
Yeah, we're all learning.
After I did the mistake.
Yeah.
He's teaching me.
We also took the joke to the episode of Funny Monday. We took the joke.
Because we want people to know that no expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't. If you have any question for Johnny before he leaves, just
I'm just like Johnny. I know that you'll know a lot about what's going on. The Hutim. You say Hutim or Husim? You said no, because you said Shaja'iyya or Shajashiyya.
Saja'iyya.
Al-Huth.
الحوث. الحوثيين.
So
the TH.
You know that the thing is that I see that always they catch a ship, they take over a ship, every time, and then they dance on the ship. Maybe they don't want to pay for a cruise, so it's just like they say, don't pay money, just like let's take over a ship and let's dance on it, So I'm just saying that the best
Now
thing...
they made it a touristic spot where tourists from all Yemen come to visit the ship. That
You
they
see,
just took.
unbelievable. You know what is the best thing about this?
Temanim, this
Yes,
is what they-
Yemenite. Be careful.
Yemens.
You know what is the best thing about Huthin?
الحوثيين.
Al-Huthiyin, that they dance in circle, Yemenite, so it's a good target, for the...
in the middle.
in the middle.
From the sky.
Thank you so much.
I know a lot
Anything
of gay
else
people that would pay a lot of money to be in the middle.
Anything else that you want to add before we tell you bye? Anything that you want to wish?
That's it. I love you very much.
We love
We
you
love
very
you.
much.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank
And
you
sorry for
having
the
me.
late. Sorry for the late.
Yeah.
Don't blame me. Blame Tel Aviv parking.
It's
okay?
good that it happened because now you can demand to come again.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I will
All
be
right.
in the next
And
episode.
I know that you're always coming to our show, so thank you so much for the
Yeah.
support, my friend.
So,
he talks about Funny Monday that happens every Monday, and I think it's available
You
online
didn't talk about Funny Monday?
all the time.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jonathan Alkhoury.
thank you.
Wish you all the
We love
best.
you.
Thank you for what you're doing for our country. And now, without further ado,
Yes.
Guy and Yael.
Sponder.
Yes, my friend.
You won't believe why the real
I'm
reason
not
why.
gonna talk about this because
Listen.
I know it's a podcast,
Yes.
but I don't talk about hemorrhoids.
No, it's not. No, it's not
gonna
hemorrhoid.
talk about.
No, it's not that.
I'm just gonna tell
It's
you.
that, but there's another reason.
It's a big hemorrhoid, but I'm not gonna talk about
Yes,
it.
so it's-
very, very big.
So listen, it's
I'm just gonna
this
tell you.
too.
I just want to tell you that I'm not sitting on a chair right now.
You talk about yourself.
Yes.
No, I want to tell you why I got late. The real reason why I
Yes.
got late. Because I had to pick up 2 friends on the way here.
Who's?
Yes, you won't believe. Guy and Yahel.
Wow! I love him.
What's
I
up,
love this guy.
guys?
How are you
I
guys?
love
Miss
this
you.
guy.
Wow.
I love this guy.
They look
love
younger,
this guy.
younger and younger from year
Yeah,
to year.
what's going on with your hands? Yeah, where have you been? Where have you been?
Where have to the gym lately?
Yes.
You're gymming
You-
up?
you're going
Yesterday we have a concert in Mitzpe Ramon in
Yes.
the desert,
And you walk there with your hands?
no,
You climb. He climbed to the mountain.
It was hot, so I took off my jacket, and there was a boy, and he say, "How much time you practice?" So guys came on the guitar because it was after a solo. But
So
I
he
say,
mean-
no, we want
The muscles.
That's
The gym,
nice.
yeah.
Because I
think-
remember you a little bit thinner.
Yeah.
I remember him fatter.
Yeah, he's a bald
fatter.
now.
No, I remember
I
you
was
like...
all. I was fat. I was skinny.
But I remember you without muscles.
Yeah.
And now I can see that
I
you're
want
like
to
the
be
Hulk.
Shachar
You're the
Chasson.
Hulk.
I want to be Shachar Chasson.
I suspect that there is some versions of him that walking around.
Like
that,
Paul McCartney is
yes,
dead. You know,
exactly.
They
Now-
duplicate him. You know
Yeah.
them.
But here came the hottest of this
Yes.
version.
Baruch Hashem,
So
Baruch
we are
Hashem.
happy that you're here, guys.
We're happy to
Thank
see
you
you.
so
Happy to
much
be
for
here.
coming.
Thank you.
Thank you so
You know
much,
that
guys.
you know
for
that
having
you
us.
don't know, but they came a lot to the show. You know,
What?
they're coming a lot to the show. Guy and Marina, they're always coming to
Yeah,
see
to the
our
Funny
shows.
Monday, yeah.
A big
Yes.
fan.
Funny
A big
Monday?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
think I don't know that they're in the show?
You gave him free tickets.
No, I like
Exactly.
I see them in the crowd when I'm sitting them. You know my other job in Funny Monday that you
to
don't
sit
know
to the
sit-
host.
guest.
to host
Yeah.
and
And
take
and you came-
take the order.
And you know, they came to the open mic too. And it's the nice thing about you as a couple that after the show you like to stay and to talk. You know, and it was a nice conversation.
We,
About art?
yeah, you know,
Yes,
we're just missing
yeah.
you every time. So it's the only time that you have. It's the only
opportunity.
gap that you have, you know, between shows. To
Yes, so it's so much fun that, you know, the after the show, it's like people that like to be on stage, they like to talk about what happened on the stage. You know, like, how did you feel and stuff. And it was so amazing, you know, to stay with you and to talk, to have the conversation. You didn't come because you have a wife
I don't know. I don't know. I have no excuse. I don't
no
know.
excuse.
No, we have to say that Yahel used to, I don't know if it's still, but you used to live an hour away from Tel Aviv?
In Katsir.
In
yeah.
Katsir,
Yeah,
still
And
there.
when you came to perform in Katsir, I
You-
just left. left
so
it.
he left.
Tel
Came to
Aviv.
Tel
Yeah, he
Aviv.
called me and they say, "You here? Are you here?" They told me, "You here," but no. I
No,
just left.
someone told me that you live there when
Yeah.
I was there, so I called you right away.
Yeah, but
And,
the traffic just killed me. So I go to his Moshav.
You live now in Moshav?
In Moshav Yegel.
Nice.
Oh, nice. How long
Maybe.
it's from Tel Aviv?
15.
20 minutes when you
Wow, nice.
have no.
You remember the first time that we worked together?
Of course.
Yeah, we went down.
We went. It was another. It was
Yeah.
4 wars
2014,
ago.
yeah.
4 wars ago.
4 wars ago.
4 wars
It
ago.
was
I
like
swear.
2014, right?
Yes.
We went down
to
to
Earlier,
to
yeah.
Otef Aza
Yeah.
to do a show. It
was
was
crazy.
צחוק מהעבודה. You remember?
And,
To kids and
rocket
people.
ki-
Yeah.
fell like 10 meters away.
Wow.
Yes.
of
Why?
us.
Yes. While we.
Margema. It was like no alarm, just
It
like.
was-
It was like, what's that noise?
Yes.
Just a second,
Yes.
we have
Hold on,
translator.
Adam.
Ben, how you say margema in English?
Margema.
Margema.
He doesn't know how to say it in Hebrew. There's so many things that only in Hebrew, you know, that
All these
only
kind of bombs.
the reality that you live in Israel.
Shakshuka,
You know?
you can't say in English.
Yeah. It's,
You say like mix eggs, eggs with
No,
sauce.
it's not
No?
shakshuka. No.
Shakshuka. Shakshuka stay shakshuka.
Patzmar. How to say
Patzmar.
it?
זאת אומרת,
Initials.
פצצת מרגמה,
initials.
זה
Yes,
בדיוק מה
it's
שזה.
like it was
Okay.
like something, and I remember
I need
that
to
we
check it.
went there, and you were sitting on. We stopped in a gas station, and I remember that the song "Ratzim Ratzim Ba'avir." It just came out to the radio station,
Yeah.
and I remember that you just sing, and we all was like "Ratzim Ratzim Ba'avir," running in the air.
You know that I smoked something very strong once, and I wrote a song, and I read it when I finished to read the whole thing to see what happens, like if it's good, and I wrote their song.
running in the air.
Word by word.
Wow.
I just wrote your song.
Maybe
That's a
that's
great
how
So
they.
now we can check it if you have the translation.
No, I felt upset that you did that. You took it from me and you did it before
And better.
and better. And also, you know how to sing, which is also.
So you were,
Huge advantage.
that was your breakout? Your
Yes,
breakout, this
yes.
song?
We did an album in English that called Revel Day. We were in a Coldplay concert in Budapest, in Hungary. And they just blow our mind, and we say, okay, we need to come back to Israel and to put the band together. And we are know each other since since
School.
age 12, in boarding school in Hadassim. And it was our dream, to do music.
But the name is Guy Veyahel. It was some kind of ego that is going to change that Yahel is
No,
going to be the first like Yahel Guy.
We go to the voice.
Basically, it was
Yahel and Guy.
Yahel and Guy.
But you can't say
The voice.
Yahel and
But
Guy.
it was
It doesn't
so difficult
matter.
for people to say. So
Yeah, it's like us, Shachar and Yochai. But it's easier. It's just easier.
Yochai and
It's easier.
Shachar. Shachar and Lam? Well, Yochai and
Shachar
Shachar can
Yochai.
work too.
Sponדר and Chasson not good, but Chasson and
Chasson and
I
Sponדר.
can feel a subsequent vibes from.
Okay, I
from
want to
the
be a
left
hell.
corner.
I want to be a hell. what you want to be? I want to be Guy. I want to be a
I
hell.
want to be a musician like them. That's
Yeah,
it. I don't care.
You are.
I just-
We did songs together to
Yes,
Soft
we
Sleep.
did. Yes, we had a TV. I had a TV show for kids, and
My end.
yes, and I came to the studio and I met them, and I think it was like after 5 minutes, they said, "That's okay. We know what we need to do in the song," and you start to play there, and it was amazing. It's like,
Yes.
and you suddenly brought like a mandolina,
Jumbush.
Jumbush, and I didn't even expect like, and I said, I don't know. He said that we already recorded it. It's okay. Done.
freaking talented.
Printed, done. That's it.
Also in your song, I think, it's a Jumbush.
Wait a minute. Wait, something that you just put Jumbush everywhere.
This is my trick,
You just put Jumbush everywhere,
It's
When girls come
awesome.
to the studio, I take the Jumbush.
I recorded a song.
takes it out.
I recorded a project that I had, and I had a guitar from the band of this song, and the studio time is expensive. Every hour, it's 160 shekels back in the day, which you could buy a house then. And someone
You can buy the
whispered.
studio.
Someone whispered in my ear. I think it was Guy or maybe Ty. I don't remember. Someone's like, "Listen, put Yahel in the studio. Kicked your guitar guy."
You had a guitar.
I had a guitar
player.
guy as a player, but it took a lot of. It's like it's a great guitar player, but it's not like when someone does it professionally. You see, like he just sat there and he did like I think 4 different clay
Chords?
guitar.
Strings.
Strings,
instruments.
Instruments.
And we had a person that just give him the instruments. Because she's
Wow.
not gonna leave the. And in 1 hour, he did the whole song in.
Baruch
It
Hashem.
was
I'm
amazing.
just like the wolf in Pulp Fiction. You remember the wolf?
Yeah. You're the wolf of the
I am
music.
the wolf of the guitar. Yeah.
Of the guitar.
Wow,
Yes,
that's amazing.
you are. You are.
So, because you are married to Marina Maximilian, how does it feel to, because you perform with her too, how does it feel to perform with a diva? She's a diva. And
In your own home.
in
and
your
you're
own,
occupied.
and when you perform with Yael, Yael is a little bit laid back. He's the opposite of diva. You know what I
You're
mean?
the diva with
Yes.
Yael.
Yael is giving contra.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's my wife, and it's
You have very
Natural.
deep voice. You have a deep.
But when you
It's
were with her
natural,
on
it's my
stage,
wife.
you feel that you feel exist, or that she's like
Nobody
taking
exists
all
when
the
Marina
focus.
on stage.
Because Marina, she's like,
Actually,
she's like everywhere.
the
She's
first
singing
time-
and she's everywhere.
The first time I saw her concert, she invited us to see her premiere.
Yes.
And then she got sick, and the premiere was delayed. And then it happened, and we was there, but
He don't remember. We go to a Zappa show.
apparently
He remember he
everybody
was alone, like
Yeah,
he's
it's
alone in
like
the Zappa on
only-
one chair.
she stood on the stage, me.
Wow.
I mean, like faded lights. And she sang to me the whole
Wow.
This is the first time that you saw her.
singing. Yeah.
Wow! And
Yeah.
you went to you went
performing,
her after the show to
And
talk to her.
years later,
Yes.
Yael
wanna
told
marry
me, but I was there too, and I was like, no, it was only me.
I don't remember you there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, just me. Yeah. No.
Just
alone
But
in the crowd.
Where
empty hall.
from where did you have the courage to go to talk to her?
She
She
was
called-
hitting up on me.
Baruch Hashem. The thing is from the music.
I agree with her.
We produce our album, the רצים רצים,
Yes.
with the same producer, עופר מאירי, and he produced her debut album, so
Every time he was, like every visit, he was
listen to
playing
this song of
the-
Marina, and
was playing the
and when she
songs.
came, she said, listen to Guy and Yahel song.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
So
And then
Ofer
she
Meiri did the...
But she called me. She didn't call him for the first
Yeah.
time. You know?
Yeah, it's
She
the
called me. What an amazing song.
Listen, because it's confusing, Guy. Listen, how I write your name. I write Yahel from Guy Yahel, okay? And I write Guy from Guy Yahel, you know? So nobody
I know their last names.
Mensch.
Mensch, but
Yes.
he is a Mensch.
Mensch, yes.
He is a Mensch, but he's Mensch and Yael Doron.
Nice.
Very impressive.
I know the
you know,
last
everybody think I'm Guy. Yes, this is the.
yeah, that's
Yes.
the
If people come to the concert,
natural.
we say okay. We say someone.
Because he looks more like Yahel.
Yeah, exotic
In the-
look. Yeah,
Yes,
with
you
the
know
blue
what I mean?
eyes. And I look like Guy. You know, like.
Yael is a very elitistic name.
Yeah,
And he
from-
looks elitistic. And you look like,
Like
you
somebody-
and I. You and I
like
selling.
somebody that walking moving.
You and I can sell
You know, in-
jeans from the bagage.
in
Yeah.
Israel we have this
Or agalot in Miami.
Yeah.
we have
Cars.
this thing that we're call a boy from a very wealth childhood kid of cream, right? So I am a kid of a sour cream. Okay, That's-
ילד
Sour.
שמנת.
yeah.
You know that
Sour cream boy.
I
Born in
met
school.
a lady today. So she said I was sitting on the street in Neve Tzedek, and she said, David? And I said, no, I'm not David. And then the David came, and I told her, why did you think that I'm David? I look like more like David. And then we had a conversation, and when you saw, if you would see the real David, you understand that David is a person that will come to fix something in your house, and David will fix something in your heart. And it was like a Tinder date, you know? So I
cool.
broke the ice between them, you know? I said this joke, and then I believe
It's
that...
a good startup, you know. Like to meet you before the date. And
Yes,
you
just
like,
imagine that
fuck it up.
they coming and you're like a clown, you know, like a medical clown, so you are like a Tinder clown. Squeak, squeak.
I can mil'el your date up. Mil'el you up.
Mil'elio.
I'll mil'el you up.
Yes. So it was like, and I left the cafe and they stayed there.
And they're married now.
Yes, it's nice.
It's happened today, yeah.
Yeah, it happened today.
Today.
They
She's
got married.
pregnant. Yeah.
How do you feel with this period of time?
Crazy times.
Shitty times, yeah.
Do you perform for doing
Yeah,
shows?
we go to a soldier and we were at the Nova place that
The
it's
people that
amazing.
survived the Nova.
Yeah, and a lot. It's all volunteers, you know, food and treatment and
In Greece?
workshop. No, it's here in
Yeah, here
Caesarea.
all the
It was
Last
like
best
2
weeks.
months. I think now it's they
Wow.
closed the place, and the soldiers in the south, in the north.
And you watch the
Kids.
news all day like
No,
us,
no,
like
no.
everybody, or do you
No.
try to avoid that?
that's it. I think
You have to avoid it to.
it makes you really down, you know. So you must stop.
Can you write songs right now? Or because your songs are like, you know, you have like your song, the music is amazing, but
Yeah.
the text that you write is always a little bit melancholy.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
We have like now.
Actually,
So
it
you can-
fits. It fits, you know, for funerals, you know, for
Holocaust Day, Memorial Day, wars.
Yeah. all
that's the best thing
Sorry.
to musicians, that every musician, he knows in the bottom of his heart that he
Yeah.
needs to write few sad
Yeah,
songs
of course.
for the
To make a
royalty,
living, to
We
make
have
a
a
to
lot.
make a living.
We have a lot of Yuda Polikel,
Yeah, but
you know.
for real now.
Let's
No,
say-
your songs is not
Listen,
sad.
I'm not.
you
I
are-
think that for
I'm
real.
not sad, but I need to put some food on the table. I'm not a sad person.
And like something good must come out of it, you know. It's
Yes.
we hope so.
We hope.
but
Right
No,
now, when
it's-
you see that things again going like people start to talk again, you know, left and right, you know,
Yeah.
again. So it feels like
Maybe
We're going
everything
back,
is okay.
Oh my God.
Everything is back to life again if people start to fight again.
you know, I ate to eat falafel, and then somebody told me, "Eretz nehederet." Again, Eretz nehederet. You know, people like right now. I feel it because I'm in the middle. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like my
No,
father
it's-
is right wing, but you know I'm doing like a TV show that it's left wing. So I'm really in the middle. So I feel the hate of both of them. You know what I mean? Like my father, he want to...
But you didn't feel that was a period of time, short one, that it's like
together
crash.
we will win.
Yeah, and it was really like
Yeah, it was a
there
week.
is no
It was a
no
week of
difference.
that.
Yes,
It was
together. Together,
grief.
I saw two people fighting in the middle of the road, two cars, you know, start to shout, and both of them, they have יחד ננצח on the car, a sticker.
You need
Unbelievable.
to picture it.
Unbelievable.
I heard someone honking like very badly inside the junction. The whole thing is blocked. You have nowhere to go. Like, and I was with my uniforms. I'm doing patrol in Ramat Gan. I'm kitat konenut, you know,
Yeah, for
very
real.
very dangerous
He's
person.
a superhero.
So I went to him with like uniform and everything, like knocking at the window. Open. It's like, what? Why you do this? Stop it.
With the weapon?
No, I just told him
He doesn't
that.
have...
Stop honking.
With
Just with the
Sufgania.
Stop honking. Yeah.
The fourth.
Don't be a piece of shit. Stop honking.
Then what he
And
said?
he looked at me. He was very upset, but he said like, "You are right. I shouldn't." And you know, in a second, you can understand. Like someone get like so
Yeah.
annoyed, like,
It's
and
like,
like just breathe for a second.
wait
It's not gonna open your space.
But
You're
if
not-
it would be before October 7th, I believe that he would get outside the car and
With the
hit
knife.
him,
Yeah.
right?
Kill me.
I feel that you know,
I think it
at
will
the
get
first
back to
month,
it.
I hope not, but the first month people were so kind
Yeah,
on the road.
because it
Somebody, you
was-
know, the sticker like, how do I drive with the number? People used to call to this number to compliment. You're driving amazing. My God, yes. Yeah, you know, but now, I don't know what's going to happen soon.
it's
you
the
know?
automat, you know?
Yeah,
It's
no.
the Israeli automat. that
Yeah.
people
2
go.
months of
The worst thing
grief.
The worst thing, I think, for us, for Israelis, because right now Iran is catching people all over the, you know, in Kafrisin, you know, that we need to hide the fact that we're Israelis. And the hardest thing it would be that you can't right now negotiate when you buy something.
You need to say, okay.
In the market, you know, it's $100, and you're like, of course, obrigado, you know, no problemo. You know what I mean? It was hard. It's gonna be
And
hard.
we should also spread love, and I think the best way to spread love is music.
Yes,
And
It's true.
Yeah,
it turns out
for sure.
accidentally
you are musicians
we
too.
have two musicians
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And
Accidentally. I must say
Accidentally.
that the past 2 months was crazy for us. I mean, I was getting in the studio, cleaning a bit, getting out, getting in, moving the chair,
Wow.
getting out. You know, like it was a big process to make music
Start.
again.
Yes.
And we're in the making, and it's as I said, it
You work on
it must to be good. You know, like
but you can
must to be a good thing out of it.
but can you create right now something without
The context?
without the context?
I don't think so. I
No,
mean,
it's
everything.
have to be also, if it's not specific on what happened, it's have to be in the right environment and vibe. You
And
can't
the
now
melody.
do like, I don't know, Static and Benel, yes? With all due respect. And I think it's also good because in the music, we were like in a rush to the TikTok hit. It was like a rush to the gold, but it was a lot of stupid songs. Yeah, excuse me. But and it's like all the bullshit now.
What? Karatz oti karatz? It's not a
No,
good
this is like fun.
I understand what he's saying, that it was a period of time that everything was on the TikTok. Like every song, every person can take like 4 chords and like this is the new hit, you know?
Yeah.
Bakbuk, bakbuki, baki, bakbuk, bakbuk, bak, and that's thousands, millions of.
That was good, actually.
Buki, baki, bakbuk,
Yeah.
Can you play it?
Someone sampled it.
Let's try. Let's try.
Producer
this.
sample
Buki,
it.
baki, bakbuk, bik, bakbuk, bak, bakbuki, baki, baki, bakbuk, bik, bakbuk, bak. In English, battle, battle, battley, battle, bislitly, battle, battly, battly, battle, battly, play. Hebrew, bakbuk, bik, bakbuk, bak, bakbuk, bik, bakbuk, book, big, 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 book, big, bak, big, bak, big, 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 book, big book. People start to sing songs about things that they have on themselves. A little bag, you know?
Yes.
Tikatan, that's the song, you know?
Bakbukatan.
What you prepared for us?
We have a few songs. You want Hebrew first?
Whatever
Yes.
you prepared, guys.
Listen, I love all your songs. I just want to tell you that
can't
when
be
I
more
was...
fan than this. I'm only fan.
Me too.
Only-
We are
we're
friends
only
together.
friends.
I just
We are
want to
only
tell you
friends.
that when I was abroad, I was so lonely. And I used to listen to your songs not long ago. I was in South Africa, and I remember that, I was like alone at like South Africa. מרובו שרק לא יכולה ומצליחה לנשום.
It's not theirs.
It's not your song?
So let's do it. Let's do
It's
it.
Amir Dadon.
Let's do it, and you translate it.
Okay. Yeah.
Imagine me in South Africa, walking,
The
lions,
savannah.
lions, elephant, a battle.
Yeah.
תמיד חשבת שאת יודעת לעשות קסמים.
You always thought you know how to magic.
To do magic.
Yes.
להפוך בלתי נראה.
To be invisible.
להסתתר בין כל האנשים.
To hide between all the people.
זה לא קל תמיד להאמין.
It's not very easy to believe always.
שמתחילים עכשיו ימים טובים.
There's some good days stars.
בסיפור שלך יש גיבורים.
Your story has a lot of heroes.
I want to do this.
מאובו שאת לא יכולה, לא מצליחה לנשום.
Because of all the happiness you can breathe.
הידיים מלטפות את המקום
Your hands
שהכי
heading
כואב
the
לך,
place.
וזה הכי
Hurt the
יפה
most.
לך.
But looks the most beautiful.
ובמקום להסתתר את מתגלה,
Instead of
וכבר
hide,
לא כואב לך.
you rise. And it's not hurt anymore. Wow.
Second verse.
Yes.
אז קחי קצת זמן, כי פה השמש לא שוקעת לעולם.
Take your time because the sun never goes down here.
תצליחי לרחף לבד, לא תפחדי יותר מאף אחד.
You don't have any... Don't be afraid.
מפלצות גדולים.
There's no monsters here. No big monsters.
לא עושים כאן טעויות.
There's no mistakes here.
כאן רואים מה שרוצים לראות.
Here you see what you want to see. מרובו שאת לא יכולה, לא מצליחה לנשום. השמיים מלטפות את המקום שהכי כואב לך, וזה הכי יפה לך. ובמקום
להסתתר את מתגלה, מרובו שאת
לא מצליחה לנשום.
הידיים מלטפות את המקום שהכי כואב לך, וזה הכי יפה לך. ובמקום להסתתר את מתגלה, וכבר לא כואב לך.
You don't feel nothing. You don't feel the pain.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yes.
beautiful.
I think
You guys are beautiful. You guys
Good
are
translate.
beautiful. You guys beautiful inside out. You
I
like
think-
sushi.
Yeah,
Both of you.
I have some kind of a feeling that
think it was
we
the most
destroyed the song.
Enthusiastic.
It was the most enthusiastic ever.
Because
guy.
that's how I felt in South Africa. Just imagine people saw somebody with headphones in the street.
all the African. He's too gay for here.
Wow, it was like it's an amazing song. Listen, because we're not musician, so we don't
we're
know,
not?
we don't know how to sing. So maybe when you're gonna hear it later, you're gonna be.
No, it was good.
Don't hate us when you hear the
Disappointed.
We
episode.
love you.
And also
Only
don't
love.
hear the episode.
Don't give Marina to listen to that.
Yeah.
She's gonna
Oh
let
my
you
God.
sleep out.
Yeah. Don't. For that shit you left the house?
Oh my god. Yeah,
So
the best thing that we could ever do now is to, come here and have a good laugh, huh?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us.
the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do. And it was all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you. Oh, what a thing to do. Yeah, they were all yellow. So then I took my time with all the things I've done. And it was all yellow. Your skin and bones turns into something beautiful. Do you know we love you so? Do you know we love you so? I swam across and jumped across for you. Oh, what a thing to do. And it was all yellow. I drew the line. I drew the line for you. Ooh, what a thing to do. And it was all yellow. Your skin and bones turns into something beautiful. Do you know? For you I bleed myself dry. For you I bleed myself dry. It's true. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And all the things you do. Thank you, guys.
Yay!
Wow, amazing.
Nice.
Wow, it's unbelievable.
Very, very beautiful.
Wow, how it's like
I want you to sign on my
Wow.
chest or
Listen,
my
it's-
butt cheeks. Can you
Like-
sign on my butt
like
cheek?
how you work
Wow.
together. It's so
You
amazing.
didn't feel like a fan 12 years old?
Yes, and listen,
fan?
there's something
Like
when
a
they
kid?
collaborate
I
together.
felt like a kid.
You know, I can see that you do something with the guitar that he doesn't do, and you do something with your voice that he doesn't do.
You
and
think this is us?
Wow.
This is us in comedy,
No,
but
no,
no.
no.
Yes, it's not.
Don't even
It's
compare.
not.
Don't
It's
even
not.
compare.
It's not.
You know, it's like
Nothing compares.
Nothing.
wow. Okay. So we need to finish
Yes.
the show
We need to say some thanks
to people that did something for
for
the
this show.
And they did
People
a lot.
that show up.
They did a lot.
People that show up
and
for
you
the
can
show.
see, but there's people behind the
That
camera.
worked very hard for this.
Yes.
Let's start
So,
from the editor,
Sponder.
Rom Peled. And let's thank the producer, Alma Yoels. Videographer, Ben Asher.
Better share.
And technician in the studio, Amit Pavlovich. Executive producer,
We have a
Omer Kol. Head of Galatz's podcast, Hadar Frankenstein. Guests in the show, Jonathan Alxuri, Yahel Doron, and Guy Mantesh.
Guys, thank you so much for coming.
There was a co-host named Shachar Xason
And
here.
Yochai Sponder.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So
Thank you for inviting us.
you wanna finish with רצים רצים באוויר רצים רצים באוויר מחכים שמישהו יסביר איך בסוף תמיד אני נשאר לבד I'm alone for so long right now wow for so long right now
It starts here, guys.
for so long
The
right
career,
now
international career.
for so long וואי, זה נשמע טוב